Ти чуєш, що я кажу? Тихіше, будь ласка.
Undisputed, we're the undisputed ones. We want it to be gangster, yeah, we want it to be dons. We end up in the can and I don't mean a Rubicon. I've always been a champion, I've done this on my one. I've been running up hills, I've been banging out weights, I've been beating up the heavy bag, I'm training every day. Had to fight for these mills, had to lose a couple mates. Sacrifice after sacrifice, that's the only way. Undisputed, they thought that I could do this. I said I'd be a legend, they all thought I was deluded. The pain's deep rooted, the game's diluted. These rappers aren't gangster, they're all capping in their music. In my soul I can feel it, in my soul I can feel it. There's always been a deeper meaning, I wrestle with my demons. I wrestle with my demons. The road's always been appealing, there was holes in my sneakers. There was holes in my sneakers. I had to go and get that beat and I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know what I'm feeling. I just know that I'm in deep. Another one, another gun. All damn, just what have I become? No chance, I'm still what they waiting for. No brain on stage, been here before. Hold on too much, gotta let it go. No pain, I'm out of it, ain't involved. No call, no show, I ain't really gone. Too late to say I was there wrong. Going out the way for that info. Feel lost, but I know that we close. Speed down my lane on the road. Feel like I've been there before, but maybe switching my roles. Cold dude, no you, now you ain't never that. So lose, I do, I gotta run it back. Cold dude, no you, now you ain't never that.
Так, друзі, всім привіт. Не знаю, якщо хтось з'явиться з наших підписників, можливо, з кимось і зіграє. А поки що зіграємо в звичайних онлайн боях. Подивимося, як з'єднання там буде. Так, швиденько знайшло нам ваузер. Буде зараз цікаво. Що роз'єднало? Да. Ну, що це? Ой-ой-ой, Sugar Ray Robinson. Я думав, нам тут проти нас попадеться Фундора. Як зазвичай в цій ваговій категорії беруть всі його Фундору.
Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no...
Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in... Sugar Ray...
Червоненький пін. Ну, аби не роз'єднало.
How will these two fighters handle the outdoors? We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight.
Хорош, фантончик.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. There's a counter shot. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Considering we're outside in this sold-out arena, it almost feels like the Roman Colosseum and two gladiators going at it.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to watch your back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Дати полетів.
That jab won't score. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked.
Не добили.
I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that. Here we go for round two. That counter punch caught him clean. They exchanged punches. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Catch and shoot. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Beautiful counter shot.
Хорош.
Punching. The counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his
Хорошо
fist
так.
to block.
Стоїш на відстані і собі фантоми кидаєш.
Beautiful counter punch. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Just counter punch right up the middle. They have no respect for each other's punching power. counter punch. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Nice counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think terrible round.
Let's get it started in round 3. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter shot. Nice exchange here from both men. Sugar Ray is down.
О, а куди воно прилетіло, цікаво? Без повтора, я зрозумів. Показало анімацію, що прилетіло в голову, а впав від того, що прилетів, ну, в корпус, зігнувся. Богдан, тихіше, будь ласка.
Referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again.
Та хорош мене задрачувати
Do it again.
тими перкодами, ой, фантомами.
The straight right just misses.
Хорош.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
Can make or break a fighter.
Just take the round off. And there's the bell to start round 4. Let's see how he
Ага, то я
bounces back here after
я
getting
думав,
dropped
мої
in the
два
last
раунда.
round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered.
Як небезпечно була перкод.
Straight right just misses. How about that time counter shot? That punch lands. The perfect counter lands. Jab slightly off target. Nice counter shot. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
Десь ніж залетіло.
Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to
Забагато
turn
ударів.
on. You've let him back in
по повітрю.
On to the fifth we go. Safe to say that
Стаміни
last
майже
round was
нема.
a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Couldn't land that jab. Holding nothing back here in the round. Punch, counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Which fighter will say no mas?
Блін, я повинен цей раунд був забирати. Ну тут моя помилка, я силовий викидав, а він там на зустріч пробивав по ходу. Але така анімація була, що там не зрозуміло, коли його удар
Oh,
прилетів.
he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
They miss with the jab.
Ай,
Scores with the
хорош.
counter.
Ой,
Have
хорош.
to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. So it's plan B time. What are you doing? On to the sixth round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Хорош, в упор не фіксується.
Perfect counter shot. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Nice counter punch. Nice counter shot. Just misses.
Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй.
Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Missing with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far.
Я програю.
Here we go, it's round 7. Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch.
Ну от за рахунок фантомів, блін, то я і все й програю.
Build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Counter punch caught him clean. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Those counter punches have to hurt. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we're entering
Да.
round 8, and we're off again.
Я б не сказав, що суперник сильний, але що за пінга нічого не можемо зробити. Ну як не можемо? Можемо, але фантомів дуже багато напропускалось. Ну та й що, давай! Він там пропустив пару плюх, у нього голова почервоніла, він бігає. Ну нам нема що втрачати вже. Нокаут. Що так програємо. Що треба йти в опан. Але він...
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Ну давай.
Can they figure out the combination to this save?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than you do.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's a counter shot. He missed with that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
Заграв. Ну нічого.
No surprises.
Чекай, я ж тобі сказав пізніше. Ні. Я скажу скільки. Не знаю, поки не награють. Так, прибираємо. Да.
Binoculars, two nights live, singing by the opera house, but not in it. Just by it, someone alongside it, a long silence. A strong, vibrant, meditative song of guidance designed to raise eyelids sublime and save the silence with warm regards and age kindness for today's climate. In the vein of gang violence meets the gang's demise in it. Bangs, rises like flames on a plane, plus a pilot who can fly into the eye, hurricane, Irish stylish. Same shoe in different sizes.
Так, Гарсія.
Fighting under the
Свого
candlelight.
червоний
Welcome to
пінь
Cambrian
будемо
Hall. Alongside me is Johnny
страждати.
Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now
Будемо
it's time for the
страждати.
tale of the tape.
Ага, ще роз'єднало. Помилка 6, да? Роз'єднало. Роз'єднало. На жаль. Ой-ой-ой, ви подивіться, хто проти нас.
А якого ти грав?
Справа, да.
A
Кондончик.
beautiful afternoon for a fist fight. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
About time.
So here is
А воно
Evgeny
какашка
Granovich,
проти
the
нас.
former IBF featherweight champion of the world. Held that title from 2013 to 2015.
Я думаю, зрозуміло, хто за них грає.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Igrin, Russia, the former featherweight title holder known as El Russo Mexicano, Evgeny Granovich. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Victorville, California, here is the exciting boxing sensation, King Ryan Garcia.
Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
Todd, you know when you've got two fighters there that really believe they're going to win, really want to get it on, this is when it gets stupid.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when
А
the bell
нажимай.
rings, there will only be two that we're talking about. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. And he scores with the counter. No rest for the weary. They both want the knockout. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This is an uppercut. Those counter punches have to hurt. There's a counter shot.
На випередження. Зіграв суперницю.
Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind, you've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. He threw a punch and just got countered. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter. Granovich is wobbly. And down goes Granovich. I don't care how good your chin is, a A punch like that, and you're going down.
I've got to see that again.
Well, he's had enough, and he is gonna quit.
Засало.
So there you have it. It is official now, and that is not the way anyone wanted this fight to end.
Yeah, that hate the grind and sweat the blood of time, my motivation. I work too hard too long and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key in combination. Keep it low and hindsight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever band, no mind, keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. They gon' let me move and shine it, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all that hate.
Я ж кажу, я не знаю, хто за цих виродків грає. Більш за все, туди самі боксери.
Shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubted me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals.
Джош Тейлор.
We are live at Falcor Bay. Up first, Amir Khan. He's bolt. An open air. And that's the opening bell, round one. Missing with the hook. And he scores with the counter. Well done with that counter shot. It's all offense all the time. When you're fighting a counter puncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every switch.
Так а чо не зафіксувався там?
That counter punch caught him clean. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. That counter shot lands. There's a counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That hook won't score.
Привіт, Деня, привіт. Я зрозумів, окей.
You'd like to see more jabs. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And it's code red time for Josh Taylor.
Не хватило нам до кінця раунда декілька ударів.
There's the bell for round two. A perfect counter shot. You like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
Has have to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot.
Ах ти що?
They're giving us a high-tempo show. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Unlike the heavier fighters, these fighters throw so many punches, it's hard to keep up. Beautiful counter punch. Punch, counter punch. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
The bell.
There's the bell to start round 3. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations you've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight.
Подивіться, і 3 удара, і корпус червоний.
Just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Good counter punching. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously
Я достаю.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
That one lands. One of the best fighters Scotland's ever produced is in trouble. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Very close round. Did you see that? It's code red time now for Josh Taylor.
А на останніх знов хвилина
What
раунду.
did you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute.
There's the bell to start round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Мама зваже, візьміть.
Good counter punch.
Скажи, що я щось
You're
перезвоню.
a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you're getting in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
They exchange punches. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Nice counter. Well, if their intention is to anger the opponent, I think it's going to work. a punch and just got countered. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're knocking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Still about 10 minutes left. He is down big time on the score.
I've been in fights like this.
Отакий незручний суперник.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This is not how the story was supposed to go for Amir Khan. That was the moment.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
The straight right just misses. Can't find a home for that jab. Counter punches has to hurt.
Ой-ой-ой.
And that will do it. What a victory.
Це моя помилка.
Everything looks better.
Отут зайвий удар я перед тим, як він мене відправив, його не потрібно. Ну давай, давай. Блядь, не кажіть, що це нокаут. Ну я... Ой, бред. Да. Нічого, ще раз зіграємо, щоб ми швиденько на нього натрапимо. І... Щас, друзі, секунду. Що там? А таких помилок ми допускаємося. Не потрібно. Ну нічого, давайте далі. Ще раз. Можливо, на нього натрапимо. Можливо. Можливо, ні. Все. О, Серега, вітаю, вітаю. Та тільки що останній бій так тупо програв. Один непотрібний удар викинув і відправився в нокаут. Один непотрібний удар. Пакмен. А, ж ми за Гарсію граємо. Я щось думав, що за Аміркана.
We've heard of sleeping with the fishes. We're about to fight with the fishes here at the Atlantis. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi Todd, nice to be here with you.
It's the Pac-Man.
Ти.
This bout is
All the talking has
Мама
been
приїде,
done. It's time
мама
to start
приїде і
doing
буде
the
грати.
walking.
Скоро
Wait
мама
is
йде.
over. The speaking.
Добре.
These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring.
Фіксуйся чи що?
There's a counter shot. There's so much pre-hype fight and social media drama. I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
How about that time counter shot? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
His stamina is off the charts. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? That counter shot lands. What a punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Pacquiao there got clipped clean.
Хорош! Хорош, хорош!
Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao now. Oh, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When you're training to fight a swarmer, Johnny, you know this better than anybody. You've got to be in peak physical condition because they're not going to let you breathe.
You've got to swarm on your case. You know you've got to fight. You've got to hold him. You've got to tie him up. You've got to lean on him when he come in until the referee makes you break up. But keep your hands high because I will keep punching until that referee said stop.
Deciding to let it all
Come
build up
on.
here in this round. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. We block that jab. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring guys.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. And that will do it.
Knockout.
What a victory. Oh my goodness. I want
Knockout,
to see that
друзі, да.
one more time.
Where did that come?
Да?
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the
Yeah,
biggest surprises of the year.
And look how
Мама приїде, я включу тобі, добре? Ну почекай ще трошки.
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you mother and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversation, no astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the Vonnegut. Hey. Ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's a necropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance when I'm dropping this. Janis Joplin droplets, it sound like the apocalypse mixed with Christopher Wallace's topics on top of obelisks. It's a kabbalist novelist inside of my esophagus. Rhyme is priming is optimist and tastes like chocolate cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake.
Трошки робити.
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Like winner, Charlie cake for dinner, birthday cake for breakfast, slice it like a ninja, pick up all the pieces, assemble like Avenger, author rain is August, wordplay is December, That mean my pen is in cinders and my deliverance shivers like Siberian area shippers, slip on the slickest icicles, drip from the tip of my scriptures, if you would ship on the trip.
О, Саньок, вітаю. Щас, якщо я нажму Блін, вже з'єднало. Давай я вже цей бій дограю і наступний з тобою граємо. Блін, ви подивіться, Ерік Моралес. 1716 перемоги, 1200 з копійками там поразок. Щось я в суперника 1262 поразки. Блін, оце він награв. За цей час, коли скинули ці показники боїв. Окей, Саньок, добре. А звідки це? Прилетіло, алло. Закривав голову. Вийшов суперник, да? Дивно. Ну, дуже швидко зіграли, Саньок. Дуже дивно. Після того, як він не добив нас в роги, він чомусь вирішив вийти. Можливо, в нього теж пінг поганий. Так, Саньок, я виходжу, ти тут. Зараз я включу крос-платформу і створю лоббі. Так. Так, включаем кросс. Лоббим.
Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, confidence, and consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you mother and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversation, no astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the Vonnegut. Hey. Ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's in the
Так, є. Ти за кого будеш грати, Сань? За Тайсона? Окей. Якщо ти за Тайсона, давай я візьму цю Даглас. Та ні, щось я так згадав, що цього. Коли Тайсон вигріб від нього, я пам'ятаю цей бій. Дуже шкода було тоді, звісно. Ну, це все я дивився, звісно ж. Вже коли був дорослий. Все в повторах. Давно не грав.
Welcome to the WBC arena. They've been talking the talk. It's now time to walk the walk. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Buster Douglas. Up against them, the Bulldozer from
This bout is
one of the hottest These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. A straight right just misses. Beautiful counter shot. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. How about that time counter shot? He threw a punch and just got countered. Good counter punch. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand.
Чомусь один удар заходить,
The noises there, the pressure's on
а
your face.
решта ні.
You're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on it.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That counter shot lands. A perfect counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
Ой-ой-ой.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Caught him. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Даглас пропускає небезпечно. Чуть капа не вилетіла.
Judging can be sometimes. There's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance with
There's the bell for round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot.
Я не розумію, чому він не хоче відсуватися.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Both men step back for just a moment. Those counter punches have to hurt. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? This slugger isn't interested in winning rounds. He just wants to win the fight. And he's not going to do it on the scorecard, Johnny. He needs a KO.
Sluggers just want to mow you down. They want to walk straight through as though you do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they
Ну, непогано, непогано.
The bell rings and we start the third. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round.
Ой-ой-ой, подивіться, як корпус став червоний.
Keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. And he misses with the left.
Ай-яй-яй-яй, не так хотів трошки, не так.
Just got rocked. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Rock caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Counterpunch. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. Which fighter will say no mas?
Зловив
I think
тут.
that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
I need to see that again. One, two, three, four. Are you okay?
Did you see that? And they got caught. Well, he's got Bambi legs. On to the fourth we go. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up.
Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me.
Ой, який фантом прилетів.
Nice
Що
counter
там
shot.
таке скліщилось?
Just missed with that hook. They both want a highlight reel knockout. They exchange punches. Nice counter shot.
Щас.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here.
Ай, на другий чо не залетів.
Jab does not score. Nice counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Hey, those punches add up. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Чекайте.
So they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy?
Time for the 5th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Oh, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And he scores with the counter. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Counter punch caught him clean. And now going for the finish. And down goes the bulldozer. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
A shot from the gods, taken out.
Да, за Тайсона, конечно, ти хорошо граєш. Та й не тільки за Тайсона. Якщо в тебе гарно виходить за Тайсона, то за тих боксерів, які є в грі, ти повинен взагалі грати. Клас.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagles hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
What a punch. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds. I don't know, I gotta take another look at
Тут
that.
такі розміни були. Там твій другий апперкот не зафіксувався, бо ти без стаміни вже був. Санюк, в тебе така сама проблема, як і в мене. Треба берегти стаміну. Хоча б до раунда 3-го, 4-го. Ну, старатись трохи по очкам забирати там 1-2 раунди. Але берегти стаміну. У мене така сама проблема.
Punch, counter punch. The jab doesn't quite connect. The straight right just misses. You'd like to see more jabs. There's a counter shot. What a massive upset this would be. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Витримав склав.
Get the pace back to normal.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You can't make a mistake at that. The corner's got to take a good look at their fighter. And down goes the bulldozer.
Якась крива анімація була цим прямим силовим. Ось все, дивіться. Ось все якась. Типа показало, що він ближче стоїть, бо він руку не до кінця випрямив прямий. Хоча він повинен був, якщо він стояв на витягнутій руці, прямого, то він повинен був витягнути руку, а він її не до кінця зігнув. Анімація крива показала, що він десь ближче стоїть. Почекай.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a...
Так, Саньок, створюю ще лобі. Щось трансляція підзависла.
Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room.
За кого будеш грати, Сань?
Still here, still
Ті самі ОЗі?
points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Here I came in, guns blazing.
Ми ще граємо бій чи ні?
Been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing. Entertaining, check the ratings. Let me out, I don't wanna be gamed in. Yeah, I'm ready, who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like to walk
Випусти кицю, повну.
and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up. Win or lose, still here, still not.
Телефон здох. Це як граємо далі?
I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Cleaned up without a room.
Вибирай боксера.
Still here, still not been moved. I got
Де?
there ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two.
Давай, вибирай, я зараз підійду. На хвилинку відійду.
Cleaned up without a room. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Who wants it? Ready for anybody? I got this. They say you can learn from your losses, but victory tastes sweet like chocolates. Top of the game, you can't top this. Permanent sauce, never lost it. You came in the game and you flopped it. I came in the game and I bossed it. That's why me and you are different. I'm ahead, you lot are in the distance. Stay persistent and consistent. I'm the king now, this is my kingdom. Ready for takeoff, watch how I lift them. Take shots, it's rare that I miss them. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Cleaned up without a room. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room.
О, ти моєго улюбленого боксера взяв. Давай, давай. Да, Саньок, я ж ти кажу, в мене така сама біда, поняв? Нібито й стараюся її берегти, але я в Тіктоку дивлюся там цей. Тоже він з ПК грає. Коротше, австралієць, чувак. Він там на платині 2 вже. Коротше, він тупо буває це вчора і в неділю він майже цілий день грав. Ну, що, в 2 дня. Я теж, Саньок, але от я... почекай. Я оце дійшов до платини, поняв, і там уже, якщо ти на золоті 1 і ти десь посередині, там тобі ще, не знаю, боїв 4-5, типу, до платини, тобі вже дає гравців з платини 4, 3, 2, поняв, а вони грають за Тайсона Ф'юрі. І дуже гарно за нього грають. А Паттерсоном, проти нього взагалі тяжко грати. От якщо суперники на платині, і ти за Паттерсона граєш, то проти них взагалі важко. О, чумний доктор, привіт, привіт, друже. Граю з підписником. Саньком. Тобто, поняв, от я б запомітив, оцей чувак, що я тобі кажу, австралієць, який на платині 4, він грає за Паттерсона, поняв? І він там грав теж проти нього, вроді би цей Тайсон Ф'юрі попався. Він йому програв, і він зразу змінив Паттерсона на Ф'юрі поставив. Ну, він там грає в декілька вагових категорій, зразу ставить, поняв? Бо є гравці, які там доходять до платини 4, 3, 2, там до Undisputed, вони чисто на одному боксері грають. Да. Я тобі кажу, я вчора мені треба було виграти один бій, щоб взяти платину 4, мені попався оцей Тайсон Ф'юрі. Я тобі кажу, тупо, ну, чувак сильно грав.
Jab just missed with the left hand. There was so much hype surrounding this match. I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
It's so hot, it's so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on here.
Good punch. Patterson's rocked. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then...
Ой-ой-ой!
Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that
Ще й
come from?
вдогоночку, два силових. Ну, одним, типа, відправив нокдаун, а другим вже... Почекай, ще трошки. Але я тобі скажу, чого я почав за Мухаммеда Алі грати. Він до чого швидкий просто, ну... У нього там швидкість 98, оце ударів, поняв?
How long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. They say no one knows a fighter better than their trainer, and this trainer...
Focus on what you're doing.
On to the second round. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Щас. Який улюблений клас в тяжах?
Nice slip to avoid the jab.
Це як зрозуміти?
The perfect counter lands.
Клас.
This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Слагерів.
Not a lot of punch output.
Дивися, друже, якщо в тебе є Discord, то єднуйся до нашого Discord'у Undisputed Ukraine. Посилання в мене під відео. Там є розписані які боксери, слагери, панчери, аутфайтери. Тобто розписано, як ними боксувати, поняв? Кожному гравцю от, в цій грі підходять різні боксери.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Right out of the way of that right hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Ooh, that really affected Floyd there.
Санюк, ну ти в гругі вже краще почав захищатися.
Can't leave it up to the
Да.
judges. It's up to you as the fight.
Ну, я з дядьком граю, почекай, будь ласка.
Those counter punches have to hurt.
Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой, як гарно було.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Good job stopping that uppercut. Tried to score with the uppercut. Missing with the hook. A perfect counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter shot. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Good counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. Both men step. Hold it right there. Owen Patterson's dazed. And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Я ж тримав на голову блок, але чому він прийшов?
After what we saw in that last round.
Да.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. And he scores with the counter. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. That counter shot lands. That counter punch caught him clean.
Не працює?
Just missed with that
Блін.
hook.
Щас я скину тут в цьому.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the
Чаті.
round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
Хорош, Санюк, хорош. Санюк, а ну почекай, не жми, секундочку, я зараз скину посилання на Discord. Я не розумію, чого воно не працює. Я ж все робив, все робив. Я раніше кидав і все одно не працює, може там вже не... Ладно. А чому не працює? Треба на Солі запитати.
Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's a counter shot. Nope, that hook won't score.
Де фіксація, алло?
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter shot. Not on. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Блін, зараз я Толі відправлю голосове.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Oh, he can
Погнали, погнали.
Look at that. He's put in round one.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round.
Санюк, щас, почекай, не нажимай.
So I guess he's coming out for another round.
They believe their fighter has it
Только
in the
привіт.
tank.
Кажуть люди, що посилання на Discord не працює. Ну, перевір, може, щось не так, чи ссылка не та, я не розумію. Подивись, будь ласка.
Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shot.
Fight's not over yet. You got to go out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag, and now you've let him back into it.
This is the beginning of round 6.
Італія, це
Something
щось
has got to change after 2
погнали.
knockdowns in the last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Catch and shoot. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this?
Нарвався.
Now they're right back into the fray.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Good counter punching. Swing and miss with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. That jab doesn't score. How about that time count? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made looks.
Та, ти мені, звісно, накидав Патерсоном.
And there's the bell for round 7. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. These are heavyweights, but oh, wait a minute. Oh, that got Patterson off kilter. Floyd Patterson is on the canvas. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Трошки встиг перед тим, як відштовхнув на вдарити разочок в корпус. Дякую, Саньок, було важко. Я тобі скажу, було нелегко. Ну, дивися, за Тайсона понятно, що він створений, да? І там в нього і стаміна швидше закінчується, і все. Ну, а за Паттерсона, звісно, нелегко мені було, нелегко. На срібло ти не тянешся точно в рейтинг. Так, друзі, щас я гляну, що там. Так. Чому посилання на Discord не працює? Це мене питання хвилює. Так. Так, а чому так ти казав, що не працює посилання на Discord? Все працює. Так, посилання на Discord працює, я не розумію, чому ти кажеш, що не працює. Якщо в тебе є Discord, там просто тебе перекидає типа в Discord, там треба зайти. Санюк, та нелегко, ну блін. Так, пограємо за Мухаммеда Алі. Так, Discord, все працює, друзі. Так, трохи більше. Так, Discord. Ну да. А, приглушенное недійсне. Срок действия то стек или у вас неисправно. Ага. Я зрозумів. Добре, треба виправити цю помилку. А, із затримкою йде, блін, ну. Да, Саньок, дякую і тобі, да, давай. Так, є Discord, пише посилання дійсне, або термін дії. Да, я вже побачив, да, друже. Добре, я Толі написав. Будемо виправляти цю помилку. Дивись. Ти в Телеграмі є в моєму? Якщо ти є в Телеграмі, ну, чи нема тебе, приєднуйся до Телеграму, я скину в Телеграмі, там все розписано із Діскорда, там картинки наші. Подивися, як потрібно грати, там все розписано чітко. Які функції, як грає аутфайтер, панчер, слагер. Телеги є. Добре, я то граю і скину, подивися, почитаєш картинки. А з Діскордом, блін, Толя з'явиться в мережі і будемо виправляти цю помилку. Бо на майбутнє ми ж, якщо будемо турніри проводити, то ми будемо збиратися в Діскорді, обговорювати, домовлятися, які дні, який час проводить, кому як зручніше. Я тобі показував, які в нас нагороди, не пам'ятаю, бачив ти чи ні, чумний доктор. Напиши, чи я показував тобі нагороди, які будуть в нас за участь в турнірі. За такий плакат ось. Плакатики є, вертикальний, горизонтальний. Ось такі нагороди учасникам. Це всім учасникам будуть. Така вона металева і тут дерев'яна підставка. І тут наш логотип Undisputed Ukraine. Цей, що в Діскорді. Це наша спільнота. От показую тобі, диви. Така нагородка, це буде всім учасникам, хто буде приймати, незалежно як ти зіграв. І отака статуетка переможцю турніра буде. Така. Вона нейлонова йде, тут теж написано Undisputed Ukraine, переможець турніру. Переможець турніру Undisputed Ukraine. Але є помилочка, ну тут нічого, я думаю, нічого страшного нема, що 25-й рік. Бо ми планували перед Новим роком провести турнір, але деякі гравці нас підвели просто і ми не провели цей турнір. Ой, забувся крос-платформу виключити. Привіт. Ну, тільки що ж балакав за мною. Іди. Тільки що заснув. Зараз ще бізі грають, а мені
This is that place you want to say, I fought there, I've been there, and now we are here.
There's a counter shot. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to
ну як, будемо домовлятися. Більш за все, що це по вихідних буде. Ну, ми ще з дати не приділилися, гравців набрати. До речі, в Діскорді там посилання є на участь в турнірі. Типа реєстрація, поняв?
Swing and a miss with that jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. And finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. Let's watch that again.
Думав, не доб'ю, якщо чесно.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we continue.
What a huge moment.
Ну, я в грою відправив тупо ні звідки просто.
What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle, man. He's got to bluff him.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
You're in a corner, an outside fire, make them fight off the
А,
rope.
Віталя,
They
привіт.
don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blank out.
Ні, не на яких стіках, ти що, на кнопках? Ні. Блін, на стіках, щоб грати, це треба бути, я не знаю, професіоналом.
He scores with the counter.
Там неправильний рух в сторону і вже не той удар вилітає.
Who would have thought
Ой,
Ali would get
ой-ой-ой-ой.
rattled like this? And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
And now they're trying to get into their opponent's head. They're counter punching. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
А я не так трошки хотів.
Talk about a one-sided three. Let's get it started in round three. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Ну давай, це бігатня така, він наче в рейтингу грає, я не розумію.
Jab misses. Oh, and this is really going to rub him the wrong way.
Це фіксація погана.
Punch,
Жовтий
counter
пінг,
punch.
бліна.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
He threw a punch and just got countered.
Капець.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Just missing with the uppercut. That one lands. A perfect counter shot. That counter shot lands. Despite what the judges
Все,
scorecards
все в нього
read, there are
фіксується.
no losers in this one.
Програєм. Блін, забувся крос-платформу відключити, це, блін, саме гірше.
Domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw?
Хороша фіксація, я навіть
That are being answered here
не
tonight.
відчуваю, що воно
When
в
you get
бок
in the ring feeling
псується.
like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not
No.
going to get dented.
Perfect counter lands. This fight has a real good flow to it. They exchange punches. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Да, впливає, там затримка йде. Десь секунду.
Looks like he's gonna try and
Або
bait
долі
his opponent
секунди.
here.
Воно типа прикольно зробили, що можна з іншими платформами грати, але ну, я помічав багато разів, що затримка є. Тобто, якщо з ПК граєш проти ПК, то там ну, він набагато швидший, в тебе удар якось не так фіксується. Ну, з затримкою є.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
Я ж не так
Well, you
робив.
know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Хороший бій в нас, стаміни 90.
On to the fifth we go. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's nothing quite like a big heavy
Хорош,
weight.
ох і
Everything can
хорош.
change with one punch.
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he'll catch you.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
That hook won't score. Catch and shoot.
Ну таке бредятина.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not
Бився він зі мною
expect to be
нормально,
punished
то
for it. I guess showboating is part
запідлетів.
of their plan. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Couldn't land that jab. Very
Да-да-да-да-да.
competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Я думаю, цей раунд за нами.
At this point, you gotta believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a...
There's the bell for round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, John.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because...
Лівий хук в голову не зафіксувався.
A little bit back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. So I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That counter punch caught him clean.
От як він достає? Бляха, ну це п'ять.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. From this moment
Ох і чудик.
And there's the bell for round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
How about that time counter shot? As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
То буде джебами. Пікать своїм.
Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Fighters landing in these exchanges, judges going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Да, Серега. Тільки
Nice slip to
граю
hold
з
the jab.
платформою і цього.
Every time they drop their guard,
Це
they
і
get caught.
пін жовтий.
Trying to land that jab. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't?
Я знаю, Серега. Є
This
таке
round could go
трохи.
either way. 10 seconds to go. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest.
Round 8, and we're off again. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The old adage is, no matter how
Хорош.
much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Як він так швидко уходить? А це все за з'єднання.
The straight right just misses. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round.
Що він стояв? Я
Can they
Robert-
figure out the combination to this set?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. When are we
Не
gonna
хоче
see a jab from
фіксуватися.
these two? That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
не знаю, хто виграв, хто програв. Ну, чувак взагалі ніякий.
The three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's
Ото він так
One is up there,
по
one is
раундах
down
хотів
there.
забирати очки. Ну, 75, 77, 74, 75, 76. Ну, я так приблизно і догадувався. А, останній раунд йому віддали. Та пощастило, що я в першому раунді його зміг добити. 87. Ну, коротше, треба відключати крос-платформу, бо це фігня повна. Так, добре, друзі, буду закінчувати. Всім дякую, хто був на стрімі. Писали, коментували, всім дякую. Зараз відключимо крос-платформу і... Так, і на Discord зараз я скину там, я обіцяв. Так, друзі, всім дякую ще раз, всім гарного вечора, всім пока і до зустрічі.